Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I've decided to make a video about 20 facts about me because I've decided, well, I'm new and, you know, if you're watching this you might be interested to know some facts about myself, so let's just get straight into it, I guess. I'm half English, half Japanese. I am Japanese on my mother's side and I still have a lot of family living in Japan and hopefully I'll be able to go and see them soon. I absolutely love photography, so much so that my boyfriend got me a computer about, I'd say 2 Christmases ago, and I've actually gone through the entire terabyte of data, hard drive space anyway, and I had to delete photos so I can re-add them. I am an only child and I really hope I don't fit the stereotype of being a bratty, spoilt child, but luckily a lot of people have told me I'm not, so I'm okay with that. If I had to choose one cuisine for the rest of my life, it would 100% hands down be Japanese. I mean, I grew up eating Japanese food pretty much every day and I love it. You know, Japanese food is so much more than just sushi and katsu curry, as a lot of people think these days, but I mean, you've got to go to Japan to try proper Japanese food. I still haven't learned to drive. It is on my bucket list. It is on a list of things to do this year. I said that last year and I never got around to it, but hopefully this year I'll finally start learning to drive, because I mean, in London the transport's pretty good, you know. Nowadays you've got like 24-hour tubes. However, you know, the freedom of just being able to drive is just important, I guess. So I have only dyed my hair twice in my life, and that was to go purple. But when I say purple, I don't mean, you know, striking purple or anything. I literally mean dark as anything. You can barely see it unless it's in the sunlight and it hits the hair and it's like, oh, you've got a bit of purple in your hair. But it was very dark, kind of, probably darker than this really. But dyeing your hair is so much hard work and I can't be bothered with that. So, you know, natural all the way. I literally cry all the time. And, you know, I literally mean cry all the time. So when I watch a sad film, when I watch a happy film, when I'm at a funeral, when I'm at a wedding and somebody's walking down the aisle, you know, I cried when I went and watched Matilda the musical because the kids were so talented. I told my singing teacher at the time and he called me soppy. Yeah, I agree with him. I am a Leo, which means I am bloody stubborn and, you know, I fit that mould to the T, you know. I'm just so stubborn. I wish I wasn't. I went to Japanese school for about 13 years and I'm pretty rubbish still, unfortunately. Although I am determined now more than ever to be able to learn Japanese because my family don't really speak any English. So the only way I can even talk English. The only way I can The only way I can communicate is in my broken Japanese, and you know, it's really hard to have a conversation in broken language, so fingers crossed I will start getting better again soon. I just need to have the motivation to keep me going. My favourite animal is a penguin. I just bloody love them. I mean, my favourite domestic animal is a dog because, I mean, dogs are amazing, but penguins are also so lovely, and you know, if you've seen much of the penguins you'll understand, you know, there's so much more than just like little waddling animals. But yeah, I get to go and feed some soon, so I'm really excited. My first celebrity crush was Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, wasn't everybody's at my age, you know, when you started watching Titanic, and I mean, he was pretty beautiful. My favourite childhood film was The Sound of Music. I literally watched it every single day. I'm not even joking, every day. That's kind of sad. But then my older childhood favourite film was Tonari no Totoro, which is also known as My Neighbour Totoro, I guess, in English. But the Japanese version is a lot better than the English subbed. I'm probably going to really offend a lot of English people, but I am not a fan of English tea. I'm much more into green teas and fruity herbally teas. So, you know, choices would be to go that way rather than just a regular English tea. I really wished that I look more Japanese. I don't know why, it's always something that I've always wanted. I mean, I've got a friend who's also half English, half Japanese, and she looks way more Japanese than I do. And you know, slightly envious because I don't really know what bracket I fit into. People don't realise, some people do, they're like, oh, you look like you're from somewhere. Somewhere could be anywhere, like, what are you talking about? So, yeah, just wish I looked a bit more Japanese, really. Although I am a summer baby, my favourite season has to be spring. I mean, there's something about when it slightly starts to get a bit warmer and the flowers start setting in and just makes you a little bit happier, doesn't it? And then people start to socialise more. I don't know, it's just something so great about spring. Almost there. Okay, this is kind of weird, but I have this obsession with cherries. I don't really know what it is, and I don't really know how it started, but it's been going on for a little while now. I have a lot of cherry stuff. To be fair, it has kind of died down a bit, but every time I see something that's cherry, I'm really drawn to it. I'm like, oh, I want that. Yeah, weird. I really love to travel. There's something about going to a different country, seeing a different culture, meeting the different people. I don't know, it fascinates me. So, you know, I've only been to a couple of areas as of recent. I've not been able to see that much in terms of different kind of countries, but I'm definitely going to be travelling a lot more soon. I just want to go away and see the world. I went to part-time drama school for roughly, well, just over 11 years of my life, which is mental to think about. I mean, the last 6 years of it were only for singing, so I stopped taking acting and dance classes. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. The only reason I actually left was because my singing teacher at the time left for LA and there was never really a good replacement, and so just decided to leave. My number one place to visit in Europe has to be Salzburg. If you've been there, you'll know the beauty of it. If you haven't, I mean, go there. It's my recommendation to everybody that says, oh, I plan on going on holiday, where shall I go? Go Salzburg. Make sure you go to Salzburg, because if you've ever seen The Sound of Music, you'll know how beautiful the scenery is. It hasn't changed since 1964 when it was filmed. It literally is pretty much the same, and so if you like what you see there, then you'll definitely like when you go and visit. My favourite drink is water. Such a boring fact about me, but you know, I kind of haven't been drinking enough water recently, so I've started at work to drink a lot more. I put lemon in it because I've heard lemon water is really good for you and it tastes good, so yeah. I just really like water. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching my facts about me. I probably am really boring, but you know, that's just me. 20 facts about me. So if you enjoyed this, stick around. I've got some exciting stuff coming up. But until then, I guess. Bye. Bye.